Okay, so we're going to start out standing. I'm going to face you to start, but you can stand facing your mat. Take the feet about shoulder width apart. And on the exhale, I just want you to peel your heels up off the mat so you come up onto your tiptoes and then lower back down. We'll do that about 8 times. So I'm on the carpet. It's not as nice as the steady surface that my wood floors were giving me. 2 more. Good, so connect those heels together. And the toes are going to be open about 3 fingertips width apart. So it's not super big. We'll start by trying to wrap the legs. So we're pushing the heels together, but trying to turn the knees apart, feeling the glutes start to engage. Pull the belly button in towards the navel, gentle tuck on the pelvis without bending the knees. Yeah, and now on the inhale, give me a big reach up and overhead. Exhaling, chin comes to the chest, start to pull that belly button into the spine, round the back. And as we get down to about hip height, soften the knees and relax down. And hopefully those hands are just above the floor. Give me a little circle on just the right arm. Let's reverse it. Take those circles back the other way. We'll let that right arm steady. Left arm, little circles. Try reversing the circles. We'll take them back the other way. Now let those arms stay lips. They're hanging loose. Start to squeeze the inner thighs back together. Draw the belly button back up and into the spine. And slowly start to round the back up tall. Deep breath in into a shrug. And we'll lift those arms back overhead. So we're going to do that 2 more times without the arm circles this time. Exhaling, chin comes to the chest. Pull the ribs back towards the spine, rounding the back as we roll forward. As those shoulders come in line with the hips, you can soften the knees. Take a deep breath in at the bottom. Exhaling, start to press the inner thighs back together. Pull the belly button back into the small of the back. We'll round it back up. Roll the shoulders at the top. Good, big reach overhead. Exhaling, chin comes to the chest. Scoop the abdominals, round forward. Softening the knees at the bottom. Deep breath in. Exhaling, squeeze the inner thighs back together. Hold the belly button up and into the spine. Scoop the abdominals as we round back up. And inhale back overhead. Good, relax the arms to the sides. Open those heels back up for me. So now they're open just as far as the big toes. So turn to the side so you can see me.
Yeah.
On the inhale, keep the heels planted. Sail the knees towards the toes to bend the knees. Now give me a little bit of a tuck on the pelvis. And without leaning forward, try to lift those heels. Lower the heels, stand it back up. So heels pull back, knees sail forward. Tuck the pelvis, lift the heels, lower the heels. Good, stand it back up. One more time. Knees sail forward, tuck the pelvis, pull the abs up and in. Lift the heels, lower the heels, stand it back up. We'll add on. Bend the knees sail forward, tuck the pelvis. Lift the heels. With the heels lifted, straighten the legs. Now sail those heels back down, and we'll start again. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis. Lift the heels, straighten the legs. Sink the heels, one more time. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis. Lift the heels, extend the legs. Sail the heels back down, and relax. I'm gonna take a big step back. Legs are going to stay open, that hip width apart. Deep breath in, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhaling, chin comes to the chest. Scoop the abdominals, round the back forward. Hands come onto the mat. And on the inhale, walk the hands out for 4. Find your plank. Walk the hands back. Reinitiate on the low abs. Round back up tall. Inhale, big reach overhead. 2 more times. Exhale, chin comes to the chest. Sail forward. Walk those hands out. 3, 2, 1. Walk them back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And round back up. Exhale, tuck, scoop, roll it down. Walk the hands. Walk them back. And on this next one, we'll stay forward in that plank. So exhale, tuck, scoop, roll down. Walk the hands forward, find the plank. Now once we're in our plank, try pushing the heels back towards the floor. Then point the toes, rock your shoulders forward, and now find a happy medium. But soften those knees, drop the knees down onto the mat. You can untuck the toes. And on the exhale, round the back up to the sky. Inhaling, lower the abdominals, look out in front. Exhale, tuck, scoop, round to the sky. Inhale, lower, look out in front. 3 more. Last 2. Very good. Tuck those toes back under for me. Hover the knees. Extend the legs. Reach back into your down dog. Sink the heels. Shift the body weight forward to find the plank. Bend the knees. Tap to the mat. Lift the knees. Shift the weight up and back for your down dog. We'll lift those heels, shift your weight back forward towards the wrist, soften the knees, tap back down. Only 2 more. Lift the knees, shift your weight back, find your down dog. Lift up through the toes, shift your weight forward, soften the knees. 1 more time. Lift, shift your weight back, press into those heels. Lift it back up, shift your weight forward, bend the knees. We're gonna roll onto our side for side lying leg series. We'll start with the knees bent in our clam position today. Your head can rest in the palm. Your arm can come down and the head can rest down. Or for more advanced, it's up onto the elbow, but I want your rib cage lifted off of the mat. Heels together, and on the exhale, that top knee presses up to the sky. Inhaling to zip those knees back together. Exhaling to lift. Inhaling to lower. Last 2 here. We'll lift that knee. Now lift the heel. Lower the heel, lower the knee. Knee, heel, heel, knee. Three more. Last 2. Last time like this. So this time, lift that knee for me, then lift the heel. Hold it here. Try to hinge from the hip and pull that knee in line with the hip socket. On the exhale, kick through the heel and make that leg long. Inhale, bend the knee. Keep the knee steady in its place and space. Extend from the knee to bend back in. 4 more.
And you keep your hips steady.
Last one. Good. Keep that leg nice and long. On the inhale, dip the heel down. Try to tap the floor without your hips rocking forward. Exhale, lift the heel up to the sky. So we're drawing a straight line down to the floor and then up to the sky for that heel. Two more. Very good. Bring those legs back together for me. Extend the legs out long. Kick them forward just a little bit. We'll start with the top leg, foot flexed. Exhaling to lift. Inhale, zip those legs back together. 6 more. Last 2. So on this next one, lift about halfway and hold. Dip your big toe down to tap the mat in front of your bottom foot. Swivel it back, the heel taps behind the bottom foot. So we lift, big toe taps to the front, lift, heel taps to the back. 4 more. Last 2. Good. Bend that top knee for me. Grab a hold of your ankle with the top hand. We'll place that foot flat onto the floor. Push the bottom leg back so it's in line with the shoulder. And on the exhale, inner thigh tries to sweep up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift. Inhale to lower. 4 more. Good. Hold that leg up. Give me little circles through the heel for 6. Last one. Reverse directions. Back 6. Good. Relax that bottom leg down. Take that top knee now behind. Can we grab a hold of the ankle with that top arm and give me just a little bit of a hip opener here? Press the front of the hip forward as the toe tries to press back into the palm. Opening up the shoulder. Double release that leg, roll onto your stomach. Elbows, palms are on either side of the shoulders. On the inhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Look out in front, pulling the belly button up and into the spine. Exhaling, lower it back down. Inhaling, lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift. Last one here. Good. So press down into those palms for me. Allow your arms to assist to lift the chest. Flex the left heel. Keep the knee pressing down into the mat. And on the exhale, pull that heel into the seat for 2 kicks. Point the toe, lower it back down. Switching legs, right leg, heel, kick for 2, point and lower. Now can you squeeze those inner thighs together as you move here? Push those knees in. The heel is pulling in like it's trying to reach up to the top of your waistband and then lengthen away. Closing the space between the front of the hip bone and the floor as the knee bends in. Last one to the right side. Good. Connect those heels together for me. Push those heels in. Keep the belly button pulled up and into the spine. And on the exhale, bend both knees, kick for 2, point the toes to lower. Flex the heels, pull in, kick 2, point the toes to lower. 3 more. Last one. So we can press into those hands, shift your weight back into a child's pose. If your knees bother you, take the knees wider so that your hips can go in between the heels. Now on the exhale, start to pull the belly button up and into the spine, scooping, rounding the back. Shift your weight forward towards the wrist. Lower the hips, look out in front, broaden the chest. Exhaling, belly button pulls back into the spine, rounding the back, scoop the abdominals, shift back towards your heels. We'll lift up, scoop, open the chest, pull those shoulder blades in towards each other as the hips press forward into a stretch. Rounding the back, press back towards the heels. One more like this, and we'll make it harder. Scoop and round. Press it forward, broaden the chest. This time we'll round, press back towards those heels. And as we start to pull the belly button into the spine, let the hands lift with you. So we'll scoop the abdominals round and pull up, reach to the sky. Exhaling, scoop the abdominals, pull the belly button into the spine, round and sit back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, scoop, round and sit back. 2 more. Last one here. Good. Once those arms are up, if you want to advance this exercise today, take your left hand back, right hand keeps reaching up. Can we drop it to the ankle and press the hips forward? Pull back up tall, the arm reaches to the sky. Other side, right arm reaches back to the ankle, left arm keeps reaching to the sky, hips are pressing forward. Back up tall. We'll take our head to the other end for sideline leg series. All the way out and the head rest down. Prop the head up with the hand, or up onto the forearm with the rib cage lifted high. Bend the knees, heels stay together. On the exhale, lift the top knee, little press up. Inhale to pull back down. Five more. Last 2. And on the next one, we'll lift that knee and hold. Heel gets to lift up. Close the heel, close the knee. So it's knee, heel, heel, knee. Two more. Now we'll lift that knee, take the heel in alignment with the knee, hinge the knee forward from the hip. On the exhale, kick through that heel, make the leg nice and long without the knee moving. Bend the knee to pull it back. Extend out from the hip to pull it back. Last 3. Leg out long, hold the leg nice and long. Lower the heel down to the floor, lift up towards the sky. Lower it down to lift. It's a straight line to the floor, to the ceiling. 2 more. Good. Bring those legs back together. Straighten the legs out. They can pike forward just a little. Top foot comes flexed, and on the exhale, we'll lift it up to the sky. Inhale, point the toe to lower. Flex to lift, point to lower. Last 4 here. Good. Lift that leg about hips width. Pointing the toe, dip the toe down to the front of the bottom leg. Heel comes up, it taps the back of the bottom leg. Toe to the front, heel to the back. Three more. Good. Let's bend that top knee. Grab a hold of the top ankle with the top hand. We'll place that foot down onto the floor. Pull the bottom leg back so it's in line with the shoulders. Flexing the foot, the inner thigh tries to press up towards the sky to lower back down. Five more here. Last 2. Good. Let's lift that leg and hold little circles about the size of a quarter for 6. Here's 4. Last 2. And reverse direction. Take them back 6. Here's 4. Last 2. And we'll relax that leg back down. Take the legs back together. Roll onto your back for me. Somehow I scooted my mat. All right, so we are lying on our back, knees bent, feet flat. On the inhale, tilt those hips away for bridge work. So inhale, we'll tilt the hips away. Exhaling, belly button drops down into the spine to tuck the tailbone and press down into the mat. Inhaling, tilt away. Exhaling, tuck and pull in. 4 more. Three more. Last 2 here. On the next one, as we exhale, we'll press the small of the back down into the mat. Tucking the tailbone, scoop the abdominals, lift the seat. We'll roll up to the bottom of the shoulder blades. Inhaling once you're lifted. Exhaling, round back down, 1 vertebra at a time. We'll do 3 more just like that. Inhale, tilt those hips away. Exhaling, tuck, scoop, roll up. Inhaling once you're lifted. Exhaling to melt it back. Last 2 here. And on this next one, lift up and hold. On the inhale, lift both heels. Exhaling, drop both heels back to the mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 4 more. Last 2. And slowly lower those hips all the way back down. I'm going to challenge you to walk your feet out as far as you can before your toes would have to come off the mat. So they're going to be pretty far out. Take a deep breath in from here. On the exhale, start with just tucking the tailbone. Press the small of the back down into the mat. Inhaling, fill back up into the belly and let the hips tilt away. So exhale, we'll tuck, scoop, press the small of the back down into the mat. Inhaling, tilt away, let the small of the back float. Do 1 more like this. And now keeping all of your toes pressed down into your mat, exhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the hips. It'll be a very low lift. You won't go very high. Inhaling at the top, exhaling to lower back down. Let's try 3 more. See if you can challenge yourself and get a little bit higher each time. Exhaling, tuck, scoop. Keep all the toes on the mat. Deep breath in at the top. Exhaling back down. Last 2 here. Last time. Very good. Once those hips are back down, bend those knees in a little bit closer. Connect the legs all the way together for me. Inner thighs are squeezing in tight. Heels together and lift the heels up so that your tip toes are the only thing on the mat. Exhaling, tuck the tailbone, lift up. Inhaling at the top. Exhaling, lower it back down. And you keep those heels lifted like you're in high heels the whole time. 3 more. Last 2. Then once those hips are all the way down, flatten the heels. Lift your toes instead. Open the knees about a fist width apart. And driving those heels down into the mat. Exhale, we'll return into our bridges for 4. We're almost done with bridges. Exhaling, touch, scoop, roll up. Inhaling at the top. Exhaling, melt it back in. Can you keep those toes pulled off of the mat the whole time now? 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Then once we're down with those hips, open the feet a little bit wider than hip width, or let the legs fall over towards the right side. Windshield wiper to the left. 2 more each way. Drive that right heel down. Now keep the heel connected to your mat. Bend the knee, pull in, extend the leg up to the sky. Reach it out and away. Drag the heel in, pull the knee to the chest, extend the leg to the sky. Last 2 here. Very good. Let's reverse this. Bend the knee, connect it to the floor, slide the leg away. Now with a straight leg, pull up, bend the knee, drop it to the mat, slide it away. Pull it back up. So this is similar to bicycle for side lying leg series, but hopefully more abdominal muscles. We'll plant that right foot back onto the mat. Switching legs. Left leg's going to come to the sky. Reach to the back of the heel. On the inhale, lower the leg. Try to flatten as much of the back of the leg down onto the mat as you can without the low back having to arch. Point the toe, exhale, draw up. Flex the heel, inhaling, reach down. Exhaling, point the toe, draw up. 3 more. We'll add to it this time. Inhaling, draw down. Exhaling, bend the knee. Pull in towards the seat. Bring the knee to the chest. Extend the leg up. Draw it down. Bend the knee. Kick it up. Three more here. Last one. And let's reverse it. Bend the knee, drop the heel down onto the mat, cycle away to pull up. Bend the knee, drop the heel to the mat, slide it away. One like this. Good. So we're going to bend that left leg into a tabletop now. Straighten the right leg to the sky. With length on that right leg, inhale, lower down to tap the mat. Exhaling to lift back up. Now, can you keep your left knee in the same place in space as your right leg lifts and lowers? 3 more. Now, this next one's going to get coordinated. So we'll lower that right leg down, the heel touches the mat. Kick the left leg up to the sky. As we bend the right knee in, the left leg lowers. To extend the right leg to the sky, the left heel pulls in as the right leg lowers. So they're bicycles. Try to keep the shape of your spine consistent the whole way through. Two more. And let's reverse it. Drop that left heel down onto the mat, press away. Bending the right knee as the left leg comes up. So we're backpedaling. Keep that small of the back centered onto the mat. One more each way. Good. We'll hold that right leg now on our tabletop. Inhaling, lower down with the left leg. Exhaling to lift. Last 2. Good. Relax those legs back down. Legs come open a little bit wider than shoulder width. Let them windshield wiper to the right. And then a windshield wiper to the left. One more time each way. Now, once those legs are centered, roll back onto your stomach for me. Under. Press up with the hands, find that plank.
Oh, damn.
Push the heels back down towards the floor, find your down dog. Slowly walk the hands back to the toes. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, round the back, roll up. Inhaling as we reach up to the sky. Exhaling, tuck, scoop, round the back. Roll it back down. Once we're down, walk the hands forward. Find your plank. Slowly press back to your down dog. Walk the hands back. Center on top of those ankles. Round the back. Roll back up. On the next one, we'll roll it down. Find the plank. Stay in the plank. So walk it forward. Find the plank. Stay in the plank. On the exhale, round the back. So really making space underneath the body. Step your right foot forward to find a lunge. On the floor, open the right arm to the sky. That right hand back down to the mat. Start to press those hips back. Try to push that left heel down onto the floor. And then bend the right knee, sail it back forward, find your stretch. Open the right arm. Right arm comes back down to the floor. Try to straighten both legs by pushing those hips up to the sky and pushing that left heel down onto the floor. Sink the weight back forward. The right knee sails over the right toes. Last time to open that right arm. Take the right hand back onto the floor. Step the right foot back. Down dog. Sink those heels.
Damn.
Forward to find the plank, creating space under the ribs. Step the left foot forward. to find your lunge. Push the right hip forward to find the stretch in the front of the hip. Keeping the right hand on the mat, lift the left arm to the sky. Left hand comes back onto the mat. Push those hips up to the sky, sink that right heel down into the mat. Push that left knee forward over the left toes. Open up that right hip. Lift the left arm up to the sky. Pressing that left hand back onto the mat. Press the hips up to the ceiling. Sink the right heel. Last time in the rotation here. Press that left knee forward towards the left toes. Open the left arm. Left hand finds the floor again. Start to press those hips up. We'll press that left foot back. Last time to sink into the down dog. Press both heels down into the floor. We'll walk those hands back to the toes. Take a deep breath in as you shake out the neck. Exhaling, draw that belly button up and into the spine. Scoop the abdominals, we'll come all the way back up tall. Big stretch up to the sky. Take your left hand to hold on to the right wrist. Reach the arms overhead and tilt the body over towards the left side, stretching out the right side of the body. We'll draw back up tall, switch wrists. Right hand holds on to the left, we'll come up and overhead. Stretch to the right side. Good, we can come back center, drop those hands. You've made it today, you guys. Great job.